up guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are actually going to be talking about the new expansion for Marvel Dice Throne, which is the Xmen, which if you guys do not know, we basically have one Xmen core box, which has Rogue, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Gambit. And then we also have the other one, which is Iceman, Storm, Psylocke, and Wolverine. And then a solo box of Deadpool, which I'll show pictures of it later in the video. You guys will see me talk about it later. And those ones have just different characters. It's basically their new wave of X-Men for the Marvel Dice. Very exciting. So if you guys could make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. Obviously, we're still going to go do more Funko Pop videos. I have a lot of really good ones coming up next week. Obviously, I just want to keep talking about games because I love games and it's a part of me, and I figured why not showcase it on the channel for you guys, even if you guys don't care for it too much. But let me know in the comments, do you guys like me doing game videos? Do you guys like the food videos? Let me know, because I like to add other things just to make the channel fun, but I do know that some people might not like that, so let me know. But with that, let's get down to this chair. I already had the game with me. It did come in, so I'm going to showcase it off and so we can see what comes in the Marvel Dice Throne that makes X-Men so cool. Alright guys, so now that we are here to talk about, obviously you guys know, which is Dice Throne, which is a card game that I do play, and it's actually a dice slash card game. It's a little bit of both, but I'm going to showcase it off now, and look at this. Look at this beauty. We were able to grab it. This one is the first of, there's another core box, which I will pop a picture up real quick, and that one has Iceman, Storm, Wolverine, and Psylocke, I believe. Those are the four in that box. And there's also a Deadpool core box, which I'll show over there. And we will get those in due time. But for today, we are going to showcase off this. This is the X-Men one. This one comes with Cyclops, Gambit, there's a little glare, but Rogue, and Jean Grey, which, again, we're going to go into more depth now, which, let's crack into this and show you guys. So, once you obviously take all the paper off, if you want to see the back real quick without the glare, it shows you the different boards of, obviously, what they look like, and we're going to get more in depth. But something that's interesting, or something new about this that they did with, that's not, the, you know, with the older ones, is that, basically, with this one, as you guys can see, we'll start, which I'll get in more depth, which it's a little kind of unboxing, but they give you the little pamphlet. It says Dice Throne, has a new Marvel version of X-Men, and as you guys can see, if you want to see the other characters, there's Psylocke, Storm, there's Iceman, Wolverine, and all the other characters, which is just, again, a quick little guide, which we're not going to go into too depth, because you guys don't care about how to play the game. This isn't a how-to play. It's just telling about the game. It just goes over everything that's already been revealed in Dice Throne. You get a bunch of new tokens, which if you want to see those, little board of tokens, it looks like little character cards, or little character cutouts, which don't really do anything. Probably tokens for each character, because obviously every character always in the Dice Throne has different, you know, effects and card tokens. Then when you crack it again, it already pulled out, but all of these pieces are already falling out, but the little, like, dial pieces are already falling out. However, it gives you, I'm going to try to be careful, it's, like, kind of popping out, but right there it gives you, like, the different health dials and the point tokens, which is, again, health, and then the points, which, again, they look really cool. Great artwork on these. They actually look crazy cool, which, again, I'm going to try to be careful with that, because they already are all popping out, but I don't want to really set up the game just yet. But then you get the newest, this is what I was going to talk about earlier when I kind of cut myself off. Basically, with original Dice Throne, the boards are like, you can bend them and put them away, like, and they're one, like, and you pop them out and they'll play, versus these boards are not the same boards how that one is. These, which I'm going to show you guys starting off with Jean Grey, are one complete board. As you guys can see, you can't bend them. They're just one board. And I wonder if they did it because with those boards, when you bend them, they do get kind of like corner peels and stuff. And they probably want, and it's actually easier to have just one complete flat board. I don't know. I actually don't mind it because the way I'm looking at it right now, it actually doesn't look that bad. Which, again, Jean Grey does have a lot, which is something new also. And I don't know how well or how much different this is to just regular Dice Throne, because in Dice Throne, they have regular characters that are just like the monk and things of that nature, versus Marvel, which is the ones I collect. But they have an ability right here if you guys want to see it. I'm going to get kind of close for it. There's a little ability right there if you want to read it. And it basically says, when Jean Grey is active, draw one card at the beginning of the main phase. When you activate an offense ability, if your dice show 3 of a kind, you get draw a card. And her little quote says, the Phoenix is equal parts good and evil, which, again, there is a passive about calling the Phoenix in, which it says, Jean Grey must begin active for your first turn. For all subsequent turns during your upkeep phase, you must switch between Jean Grey and Dark Phoenix being active. So you actually can become the Phoenix with Jean Grey. Really cool little feature there. I was kind of seeing how they were going to do that, because obviously, you know, you want to showcase off the Phoenix. And then when you get to the next one, you get Rogue, which, again, we're kind of just showing off art boards and kind of showing you guys what comes in it. And this one, she has no bonus ability, but she does have a passive of Ionic Drive. So whenever damage is successfully dealt to you from an attack, you gain Ionic Energy, which is one of those tokens. And then it lets you do bonuses if you get those, which if you want to see the board, really cool. Again, this is Rogue. And obviously at some point I'll go grab the other one, but currently speaking, I don't really want to go get the board yet. I wanted to just get one to play with. Gambit right there, my favorite, one of my favorite X-Men right there, Gambit. And this one, he also has a passive called High Stakes. During your upkeep phase, you can choose to roll 2 dice or 5 dice and either accelerate, and it tells you different things you can do. With him being that he can charge the cards and kind of change his like with cards, I wonder if that's something that like he can like change the dice, because it's like, you know, cards, dice, kind of similar thing. And he looks really cool. The board looks great. Actually, almost all of these boards look really cool. They're kind of weird because I'm so used to being how you can bend them back and forth, but these ones they don't. Which your Cyclops. I need the other one though because I do want to get Wolverine, which is kind of weird that Wolverine was in the other box, but I digress. He looks great. And again, Cyclops, no passive this time. He has just only card or dice ability, so he doesn't have like a passive ability that just happens all the time. And he looks pretty cool. His final thing is an optic blast. His also says being a leader requires holding on and no matter what happens, never letting go. Really cool. I wonder what we're going to get after this one, because I would assume they're going to either give us more X-Men or just other characters. I don't know. They've really went in a weird order with how they've done stuff. And then they give you like a Dark Phoenix little pamphlet, and then you get the Rogue right there, which again tells you what our little tokens do, which if you guys want to read that, I'll let you guys read that. Pause it if you want to pause the video and read that. Tokens, again, we're not going into too depth of what everything does. This is just a kind of like unboxing kind of, where we're just kind of showcasing stuff. Gambit right there if you want to read those. And then we'll do Cyclops, which again, we'll read that. Pause, you can read that if you want to. And according to this, the 4 characters, it says on a difficulty scale, if you were to play them, Rogue is a 3, Phoenix or Jean Grey is a 6. She's the hardest so far. Cyclops is a 4, and Gambit's also a 6. So they're the 2 like hardest character from this core box of characters, which is interesting. I wonder how fun they're going to play. Obviously, I have to wait till my buddy can come over and we can play the game. It does give you, obviously, as you guys know, the different sets of dice. This is going to be, obviously, I don't know who Rogue is, the green one. Who would be blue? Probably Jean Grey, if I'm guessing, or Cyclops. Jean Grey or Cyclops. The reddish-looking ones, these are the Jean Grey ones, because it looks like they have the Phoenix symbol. And then these random ones, these are the Gambit ones. The Gambit ones look so cool. These are actually really cool dice. And then they give you, obviously, if you want to keep looking, they give you like little token bag. Then after that, they give you actually, is it sleeves? I don't know what this is. Hold on, let's crack it open. And it looks like, oh, wait, what? What is this for? I don't know what the baggies are for. They give you, they're not big enough to hold anything. They're not big enough for that. I'm thinking the baggie, they give you like a bunch of baggies though. I don't know what, honestly, the baggies are for. They give you a bunch of baggies, like regular little bags, but I don't know what they're for, because maybe it's to hold the tokens, maybe, because there's really not a, because you could probably put, is there 4 bags? If there's 4 bags, then yeah, it's for tokens, but it doesn't look like there's more than 4. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baggies. 8 if you count the one that they give you. I don't know what the baggies are for, to be honest. They give you 8 baggies. Somebody in the video, in another video, might tell you. I currently couldn't tell you what the baggies are for, because if you look in the box, which is something another different, in the other one, they give you, each character got a tray. It was like a little plastic tray. I don't have my game to showcase it, but they have a little tray that you can kind of like that came with everything in one little tray, and you'd pull it out, pull the little plastic off, or the little probably like the lid, pull out your dice, and you'd have everything right there. This does not do that. If you want to see real quick before I get to cards, it's literally just like 6 little containers. With cards, it has just dice containers and maybe token spots. I don't know. And it also gives you like a very specific card. It's called the Ace card, and it's like a little card with a heart, and it says explode effect, add 2 damage and roll a dice. Then you get his little deck of cards. Then obviously if you want to see, you get magic, or this should be Cyclops deck of cards. Then after that you should get the Mind Walk, which should be the Phoenix. And then you get Rogue's little deck of cards, which I'm not going to tear these open because there's nothing in these decks that are too crazy. It's just showcasing off. And this is basically everything you get with the new Dice Throne expansion. Now, of course, when I get the next one, I will show you guys. I do have a fun time watching this little opening. This is really all you really do get. And again, I'll have to play it to see how it works. But for the most part, these are what your cards do. There's nothing too crazy in the deck that's really worthy going over, because usually it's just like a couple of their cards that do some just dice stuff. But I do hope everyone is having a good day today. This does complete our opening. There wasn't anything too crazy in here, honestly. Obviously, next week we do have the new Marvel Champions expansion, which I definitely will be going more in depth for and showcasing, because I'm really excited for that. But I hope everyone had a good day today. I will see you guys tomorrow. We did stream Marvel Rivals already, and tomorrow we have some more content. So yeah, peace.